Hello yogis, and welcome to this UNLV on-demand yoga. I'm Kathy. We're going to do a power vinyasa quickie 30-minute flow today. First warm up a little bit with some sun A's, then moving into our sun B's, and then maybe some stretching at the end. So to start out, knees as wide as the mat, sitting on your heels, your toes are together. We're going to ease into this child's pose, get into our breath. So hands in between the knees, walking the hands out, nice and slow. Noticing when, if ever, the booty leaves the heels, you're trying to pull that booty up, that tailbone is coming up, leaving it on your heels for as long as you can, coming out to Superman arms. And then forehead comes to the mat. Once you're here, you can sway back and forth, side to side. You can push into one hand and the other. That might help you get back on your heels if your booty has moved off it. Bringing your belly to your spine can also help here. Let's take 2 breaths. Inhale, big inhale. Hold it. And exhale, bringing the belly in. One more big inhale. Elbows up off the mat, active hands. Exhale. And then inhale, pressing into the hands. Curling the toes under, and on the exhale, coming into your first downward dog. Hands are about hips width distance apart, feet the same. Pedal out your dog, so coming on the high toes of your right foot and pushing the left heel down, and reversing high on the left toes, right heel comes down, getting into the back of the legs, pushing into the hands. Tailbone is high, chest is pushing toward the thighs, gaze is through the legs. Shoulder blades are wrapping around the spine. Coming to stillness, breathe here. And inhale, come high on your toes. Look at your hands. Exhale, tiptoe, maybe 10 baby steps. Once again, noticing when you have to lift your hands, bringing your feet all the way behind your hands, and grabbing opposite elbows and hanging in this forward fold, bending your knees here as much as you need to. You can rock side to side. You can come to the balls of your feet and your heels if that feels good. Nod your head, let go of your neck, shake your head. Just take any movement here that feels good. The idea being trying to lift your tailbone up, straighten your legs, and feel like your forearms could touch the floor. That's what's going to get you the stretch in the back of the leg. And when you're done with your movement, releasing your hands, bending your knees as much as you need to get at least your tippy fingers on the mat. Toe heeling your feet together until toes touch. Heels are about an inch apart. Halfway lift, bring hands to shins for this first one. Tailbone back, crown of the head forward. Really feel the stretch here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, soften the knees, sweep all the way up, tall mountain. Booty is tight, pelvis is forward, hands are active, fingers sparked. Inhale, up, exhale, fold. And now we start our first sun A. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, feet go back, high plank, low plank. Always option to come to your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. But if you want the power, you keep your knees off the mat. Notice my knees are off the mat for my up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come high on your toes. Look at your hands. Exhale, take a big step towards your hands, toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Second sun A. Inhale, all the way up, tall mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it behind your right hand. Bring your left foot to the mat at an angle. It's pointing at like 10 o'clock. Coming into warrior one on the right side. If you need to adjust, some people need wider legs in warrior. The most important thing is that you can see your big toe, your knee is right over your ankle. Put your hands on your hips and sort of physically move your hip bones so that they're facing front. You don't want to be like this, you want to be like this. Once you're there, pressure in the outside of that left foot and the ball of the right foot. Come a little deeper into the lunge and inhale all the way up. Warrior one. Bring hands to heart center. Open that back foot so that it's parallel to the back of the mat. Arms come to a T, warrior two. Warrior two is an open hip posture, so now this time your hips are kind of facing the side of the mat. Make sure your knee hasn't gravitated in. You still want it over that right ankle. And then come to a T with your arms, your gaze over the front middle finger. Flip your front palm, reach forward, and then up. Peaceful warrior. Don't lose that bend in the front knee. Really reach behind you. You should feel a stretch up the right side of the body from the hip to the armpit. And exhale, hands to the mat. Plant them, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to do that without all the cueing on the left side. So prepare to move with the breath. We'll take one more breath here in down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, left leg. Foot comes to the outside of the left hand. Plant that left foot, that right foot at an angle. Warrior one, inhale on the left side. Make sure that knee is in alignment with the ankle. Hands to heart center. Move that back foot parallel to the mat. Exhale, warrior two, check that knee. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reaching and bending. Exhale, hands to the mat. High to low plank. Upward dog, downward dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right foot raises up, 3-legged dog. And exhale, reaches forward to the right hand, left foot plants, warrior one, right side. Hands to the ceiling. Exhale, warrior two, adjust that back foot, watch that right knee. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reach and bend. And this time, exhale, extended side angle. So for extended side angle, you can have your right forearm on your right thigh, left arm goes up, or you can come fully into the pose with your right arm dangling down, You can touch the mat if you want, but really this should be a chest open posture. So if you can't keep your chest open with your hand down, then just dangle your hand. It's more of a power move anyway. If you'd like to bind, you can bring your left arm behind you, grab your thigh or your pants, and this will allow you to get your chest even more open. Pelvis is tight and pushing toward the side of the mat. If you're in a bind, left arm goes up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg steps back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot lifts up, 3-legged dog. Left foot to meet the left hand. Right foot comes down at an angle. Warrior 1, left side, inhale. Hands through heart center. Move that back foot to be parallel to the mat. Check that left knee. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Bend and stretch in opposite directions. And then exhale, extended side angle. Hand on, forearm on thigh, or you can have T arms, or you can reach to the mat if you can keep that openness. Feel free to bind here. If you have the full bind, go ahead. That means your left arm comes around, clasps your right hand. Give it a try if you want. Otherwise, stay in that half bind. Inhale, exhale. One more, maybe get a little deeper in that lunge. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right arm comes up if it's in the bind. Exhale comes down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come high on your toes, bend your knees, walk or float into Malasana. Malasana, your heels are on the mat, your toes are off the mat. It's like a sumo squat. I'm gonna face the camera so you can see. My Malasana is not very good. Some people can get their booties much closer to the ground. If you can do that, please do. But don't lose. You don't want to bend over like this. You want to have a nice straight back. Elbows can be in the inside of your thighs to push those thighs out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to turn again. If you have crow, go ahead and take it. Crow is planting the hands. Knees come into the armpits. Maybe you lift one foot. Maybe you lift the other foot. Gaze is straight down to the mat. You can play with that or stay in Malasana. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat, knees to the mat, restorative child's pose, knees together, feet together, crown of the head to the mat, hands by the feet, palms up, inhale, exhale. Get some control over your breathing if you have gotten a little out of breath. Before we move to the next part of the practice. 2 more breaths here. Now come to hands and knees, tabletop position. Take some cats and cows. So cow, belly falls, tailbone up, shoulder blades wrap, chest and gaze straight ahead. Inhale. Exhale, start from the pelvis, tucking the pelvis, reaching the belly in, rounding the back, chin to chest, pushing into the hands. Exhale, cat. Inhale, starting from the pelvis, belly falls, chest gaze forward. And take a few more on your own breath. Now we'll take some bird dogs. So left leg goes back, have your toes on the ground for now. Right arm goes forward, palm is towards your ear, bicep is by your ear. If you have the strength and the balance, lift that left foot up, hard flex, heel toward the ceiling, trying to get it parallel with your hip. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunch. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out. Bend that left knee. If you can, reaching around with the right hand. Grabbing the left toes. And pushing that left foot into the right hand. Trying to get some lift with that left thigh. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, come back to bird dog first, and then release your hand and your knee to the mat. Now bring your right leg out, toes on the ground to start. Left arm comes up, bicep to ear, palm towards your ear. If you have the flexibility and the strength, right leg can go up parallel to your hip. Otherwise, you can leave it down. Fine to do this exercise with your foot on the ground. So inhale, stretching out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretching out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretching out. Exhale, elbow to knee. If you are on the ground, feel free to stay here. If you're up off the ground in that hard flex on the right side, bend your knee, reach around with your left hand, grab the right foot, push the right foot into the left hand, get some lift, stretching out the quad. Nice back bend, little baby back bend here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, coming back to bird dog or toes to the ground. And then exhale, back to your tabletop position. Let's take a puppy, has an interim stretch in between our next few moves. So we're in our tabletop position and we're gonna walk our hands out. First coming to our forearms, tailbone is still up in the air. And then we're gonna just move our hands out as far as we can to the stretching but not uncomfortable point. So you may only get part of the way out, or you may be super flexible, you can get your chin to the mat, or you may be super flexible and you can get your chest to the mat. Whatever you can do, just get there. Get your tailbone up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, start to walk it back, staying on your forearms for now, and pushing those legs back straight, pelvis on the ground, coming into your baby cobra or your sphinx pose. So elbows are right underneath your shoulders. You have most of the weight in the elbows and the pelvis. Toenails are on the ground, your feet are not like this. Legs are really relaxed here. And then you're gonna push into your pelvis, push into the pits of those elbows, chest pushing straight ahead, gaze straight ahead. Inhale, exhale. Look to the right. Come slowly back through center. Look to the left. Noticing maybe any difference in the range of motion. And then chin to chest. Give yourself a little neck stretch. One last standing pose. Pushing up, coming to your knees, and then coming to your downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right foot goes up, three-legged dog. Right foot steps forward directly behind the right hand, coming into high crescent lunge. Again, you may need to adjust because you want a nice deep bend in that right leg. Knee directly over the ankle. Back leg is stick straight. Real power in that back leg. And when you're ready and you're stable, hands to the ceiling, gaze goes up. This leg is really where all the power is residing here. You can come down to your knee and your toenails to the mat if you like. You'll be able to get deeper into the twist, but as long as we're doing power vinyasa, this is the power move. Hands come to heart center. Chest goes over that right thigh. Left elbow hooks onto the right thigh. And then you push, trying to get those prayer hands to your sternum. Gaze over that right elbow. Crescent twist. Inhale. Exhale. Belly's tight. Inhale. Exhale. If you can't do the full twist, just come with arms to a T. Pull those shoulder blades together. Gaze to the back hand. Wherever you are, come back to crescent lunge. Hands to the ceiling, working on the balance. Exhale, hands to the mat. Optional vinyasa, chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left leg goes up, comes forward to meet the left hand. Right leg stays straight. Nice deep bend if you need to adjust. Get your pelvis nice and low. Hands to the ceiling. Gaze up, high crescent. Take your hands to heart center, chest over that left thigh, right elbow to outside of left thigh, and then twist. Trying to get those prayer hands in between your chest, your boobies. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, belly in. Exhale. Inhale wherever you are. Coming back to crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Optional vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg comes up, and then it comes through for pigeon. So your right shin is going to be on the mat, right knee is on the right edge of the mat, right toes are on the left. Left leg is scooching back, toenails to the mat. High pigeon will look like this. So hands on either side of your mat, right hand on the outside of the right knee, left hand on the left side of the mat. Left leg is just kind of relaxed there. And if there's a lot of space between the mat and the right hip or the glute, you can put a block or a pillow there. Otherwise, you can just take the stretch with gravity helping you get some stretch in that glute. So you always have the option of having sort of your strength in your hands here. So if you're really feeling it in that glute, you just sort of add a little bit of weight to your hands. and that should alleviate some of the pull on the glute. If you'd like more here and you'd like a little quad stretch, bring your hand to the center of the mat. It's right in front of your right shin. Bend that left foot and grab it with your left hand. Try to recenter yourself so that your pelvis and your chest are facing forward, and bring that left heel to the left butt cheek till you feel the quad stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, let it go, don't let it boomerang. And then we'll come into our full supine pigeon, only if you can or want to. So stage one, we're on our forearms. Our gaze can be sort of at the top of our mat or can be down to release our necks. And the farther, basically, it's like puppy, the farther you reach your arms out and the lower you get your forehead, the more of a stretch you'll get in that glute. So we're going to take 5 breaths here. So don't go anywhere where you're like screaming. You want to stretch, but not something that's going to really feel bad for 5 breaths. So starting our breaths, inhale, exhale, sending that breath to the right glute. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Start to walk it back if you're in full pigeon, planting your hands, curling the left toes under, the right leg goes back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Get some movement in that right leg. Pigeon is a static stretch, so you want to get the blood flowing. And then left leg goes up, 3-legged dog, comes through left shin on the mat for pigeon on the left side. So left knee on the left side of the mat, left toes, toenails down on the right side of the mat. Right leg is straight out behind you, toenails to the mat, and hands are on either side of the mat for upright pigeon. Try to relax that glute. If you need a pillow, you can get one, or a block, or you can just try to adjust the weight of your body so that you're not fully into that hip. If you'd like the quad stretch, bring that left hand to the middle of the mat, directly in front of the left shin. Bend that right knee, grab that right foot, readjust back to center so that your chest is facing center, and bring the right heel to the right butt cheek. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, let it down gently, no boomeranging, no flopping, and then coming into your full pigeon, forearms first, and then arms come out as far as you can. You can also bend your elbows and rest your forehead on your hands or your forearms. That can be a comfortable place in pigeon, or comfortable-ish. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Sending the breath to that left glute now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back very slowly, coming out of this pigeon. Rolling your body weight to your left side, sweeping that right leg around, both legs coming out in front of you, shimmying them out, again getting some movement after that static stretch. And when you're ready, rolling to your back and rolling side to side. You can roll forward and back, nice back massage. And you can make some circles with your knees. You can take both knees together, or you can take them separately. Whatever you do, just take a couple and then reverse the direction. I'm going to take a quick inversion here. So one option, restorative option, is waterfall. You just make an L with your body. Hands can be by your hips. They can be under your booty for some support. If you need more support, they can be behind your hamstrings. More advanced option is shoulder stand. So you're going to rock up. Bring your hands to the small of your back so you have a nice grip. Maybe your thumbs are by your waist. And then you're going to bring your legs nice and straight. You don't want to be here. It's a different pose. You want to be up here. So wherever we are, we're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, inhale. If you're in shoulder stand, you can come into plow. Now the legs go overhead, knees come towards your forehead. If your toes reach, you can release your hands, clasping your hands and bringing them to the mat. Otherwise, maintain support in your lower back. Toenails come to the mat. Inhale, exhale. Wherever you are, just slowly roll out of it, one vertebrae at a time. And knees to chest. Take a happy baby, rubbing the blade edges of your feet, soles of the feet toward the ceiling, rocking side to side. Once again, knees to chest, feet to the floor, knees bent. Take some windshield wiper motions with the knees, so rocking both knees, right and left. Really getting some love into that lower back. You worked hard, so give yourself that. And then coming into Shavasana. So legs come out. Feet splay open, relaxing all the way from the feet to the hips. Hands can come by your side, palms up or palms down, or if you're more comfortable with hands on the belly or one hand on heart and one on belly, that's fine. One last big inhale as a community. Inhale, hold, and sigh it out. Return to your normal breathing. Close your eyes. Relax that space between your eyebrows, third eye. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck.